Why would a company buy its biggest rival when it's at the peak of its growth? It sounds counterintuitive, even a little crazy. But in business, the move that seems the most insane might just be the most brilliant. Today, we're going to dive into the capacity for mayhem and the strategic psychology behind one of the most famous acquisitions in the Philippines. Welcome to the Business Pivot by Alfred Kinsey. Today's masterclass, the strategic psychology of market cannibalism. Let's set the scene. You have Jollibee on one side, our homegrown fast food giant and a cultural institution. And then you have Mang Inasal, the rising star and a truly formidable competitor in the grilled chicken market. O, kumbaga ito yung mga healthy options, ika nga. So by 2010, Mang Inasal was a phenomenon. Yan. So could you imagine, no? It started out small, pero noong 2010, it grew to about 300 stores. Wow. They weren't just a restaurant, they were a cultural movement, no? Kumbaga healthy option na nga ito eh. And to be honest, no, yung Chicken Joy ng Jollibee. Well, it's not that healthy, no, kasi prito siya, eh. So, ito pa yung yung isa pang selling point ni Mang Inasal, no? Ang mga Pilipino mahilig sa Only Rice. So, it's unique grilled chicken offering plus the only rice, no? So saktong-sakto. So they were fast, they were growing, and they were a direct threat to the Golden Beast dominance in the chicken market. So then in a move that shocked the entire market, Jollibee acquired a majority stake in Mang Inasal for about 3 billion pesos, no? During that time, I don't know kung magkano yung palitan, no, pero uh, umabot sa mga around 65 million US dollars. So the general public saw it as a desperate move para to stifle the competition, ika nga, no, the competitor. They called it market cannibalism, but they were missing the point. This wasn't cannibalism, no? This was a strategic masterclass. None other than Jollibee Food Corporation. So the why behind this move is the real reason. Yan. So, well, the brilliance of this move is that Jollibee wasn't acquiring a competitor, no? It was acquiring a new market segment. Kagaya na sinabi natin kanina, no? Kumbaga ito yung healthy side, no? In fact, medyo sabihin mo mga older audience, no? Kasi yung Chicken Joy, alam naman natin, no? Mas paborito yan ng mga bagets, no? Pero yung alternative, no? Yung mga older, little older generation plus yung only rice, no? Yung staple sa ating mga Pilipino, no? So that's what makes it tick, no? Okay, so it was acquiring a market segment, no? So Mang Inasal had a distinct customer base that wanted a different kind of Filipino dining experience. So Jollibee didn't need to fight them, no? Hindi kailangan labahan ng Jollibee, no? Sabi nga, be close to your friends, but be closer to your enemies, no? So they simply bought the entire market and added it to their portfolio. And this demonstrate the key principle of strategic leadership. So the best companies don't wait for the threat to grow. So they act proactively and decisively to eliminate it before it becomes too big to handle. Ika nga, maliit pa lang, no? Okay, kasi may mga Chinese philosophy like yung sa The Art of War, no? So they practice that, no? So habang maliit pa lang, so dito na nila ika nga yung inaatake, no? Okay, before everybody could see it. So, the vision of the CEO of Jollibee was so, kumbaga, years ahead, no, of the competition. So this move wasn't a panic reaction, no? It was a capacity. You can say that it is a capacity for mayhem on a corporate level. So as we know, um, business is just like war, no? Because you only have so much resources, no? Okay, to allocate it strategically. Now, many of you probably heard this story about yung sa Mang Inasal, no? Which is the founder is Injap Sia, no? He's a half Japanese, half Filipino, half Chinese maybe. This is yung urban legend na where they tried to compete with Jollibee. Yung brand na to was Chick Boy, no? So this umusbong ito ng mga 2011, 2010, 2011, 2011, 12, something like that, no? Only to be stopped by Jollibee's non-competing clause because he remained a minority stockholder of Jollibee. So sa corporate law, bawal yung bang non-competing, no? So it's a great story, but it's a myth. The reality is far more strategic. Injapsia did not found Chick Boy. His next major move was to partner with Jollibee's founder, Tony Tan Kak Chong, to create the real estate. No, it's a real estate giant. It's called Double Dragon Properties. No, so that Jollibee didn't just won the battle. No, it secured a strategic alliance with a rival genius. No, so you can see that the genius of the CEO of JFC. And just in case you thought that was Jollibee's only shrewd move, here's a tidbit to add to the lesson. Jollibee Food Corporation also owns the franchise for Burger King in the Philippines. No? Why? Because while they had a strong brand, Jollibee, that B, McDonald's dominated the premium burger segment. So Jollibee didn't need to fight that battle. No? So they let a global brand to counter with McDonald's, no? Um, they simply acquired the weapon to fight for them, no? A globally recognized brand that goes head to head with McDonald's every day. Itong Burger King. So what's the takeaway here, no? So as entrepreneurs and leaders, we must learn to think like strategists. Don't just compete, strategically diversify, no? We can pick the mind of the CEO of Jollibee, no? How he strategizes, no? And he has dominated the food commercial arena in the Philippines, no? So be proactive in your growth strategy, and most importantly, think of your business not as a single entity, but a portfolio of brands. My mission is to help you master these kinds of strategies, the ones they don't teach you in universities and in textbooks. If you're ready to go beyond the numbers and unlock your full strategic potential, join me on this journey. Subscribe to the Business Pivot by Alfred Kinsey for more insights that will help you grow beyond expectations. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.